how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Good. And I know that you can't give away too much, but can you tell us how Dawn may change over the season?
Well, I don't really know. We haven't finished shooting it. So in the grand scheme of things, I couldn't even tell you if I wanted to. But I think what we've established in this world is that Don is an adaptable man, and he is able to take things and spin them and run with them and work them to his advantage quite well. So I think that there's going to be a lot this season that will shift in many ways, personally, professionally, politically, and so it's his job and his challenge to adapt to that.
And off the show, are we going to see you trying your hand at comedy more often?
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's really not up to me. I can only do what people ask me to do. But I am working on a film with doing a small part in a film with Kristen Wiig this summer, and we're hopefully that'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be funny, and hopefully I won't be terrible in it. So we'll see.
Well, thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Cheers.
Hi, Christina. How are you?
I
know, really.
We're like I was gonna say Destiny's Child, but actually what I was gonna say is In Vogue, and then I realized how sort of dated that reference is.
I kind of love it though.
In Vogue. We're like In Vogue.
Yeah. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana.
Beautiful. Now, are there any fashions from the show that you absolutely would not revisit in real life?
You know, when we first started the show, the 60s silhouette was not my favorite. These sort of boxy, things can be very boxy, but thank God for Janie Bryant, who was like, Joan would never wear something boxy, she would tailor it. So we tailor everything and make it beautiful and amazing. But there's some little Jackie O outfits I wouldn't wear myself.
Now, Joan is also a newlywed, as you are in real life. Any marriage advice you might share with her?
Share with Joan? Get the hell out of there, Joan. That's what I would tell her.
Well, she's standing up for herself more and more, so, what can we expect from her character in terms of growth this season?
I can't tell you anything that's going to happen. It's going to be so much more fun for you if you don't know.
True. Can you give us one word to encapsulate the whole season?
Change.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
You too.
Sorry.
No, just have your That's cool.
I think we're going to get a good
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very warm out.
Cute dress.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Who's the designer?
Oscar De La Renta.
Now, I wanted to ask you, did you get up super early to watch the Emmy announcement?
I actually was up super early because I had to go to work. So I was up at like 4:30 in the morning anyways because I had, I think, a 5:30 call or 6:30. So I was getting into my car when I got the call, and I didn't watch it because that's just, you might as well just torture yourself.
Did you guys do anything to celebrate that day?
Yes, we did. We usually, if we're lucky enough to be nominated, we have a party that night, just a private party with just cast and crew. So we had one that night.
Now, what can we expect from Peggy this season? She's really standing up for herself more and more.
Thank you. She will be standing up for herself more and more, and she's growing into the sort of person that she's going to be, and she's a pioneer of that era, and she represents all of us, all the women in the workplace who broke through the glass ceiling, and it's that time, it's that mid-60s. I mean, it's about to take off, and Peggy represents that.
Now, do your friends and family members try to get sneak peek hints from you all the time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everyone is always trying to get something, and I feel like you don't want it ruined for you. You don't want to know. You should enjoy it.
Right. So you keep it even from Fred.
Yes, we're supposed to. That's for sure.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
Have
very
a lovely
much.
night.
Thank you.
What's next for your character? He has so much turmoil in his career and his personal life.
I don't know what's next. Matt keeps us guessing, and he always. I don't know. We're always very surprised by what he writes.
Now, did the cast do anything to sort of celebrate the Emmy attention?
Yeah, we had some champagne at lunch that day and a party after work that night, and it was wonderful.
Now, what do you kind of identify with as far as your character goes? He's so ambitious and driven, sometimes to a fault.
I identify with many parts of him. I mean, his insecurity, his beta male status, his want to be something that he never can be. I can relate to all of that.
Well, thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Thanks a lot, Pop Sugar.
So I've been asking everybody as they come down if they could describe the upcoming season in just one word, what would it be?
Consequences.
Consequences. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So I wonder, as you're shooting the season, how much is revealed to you as you go, and how much is kind of a secret from even the cast?
It's all a secret. Like today we had the read-through for episode 10. We got our scripts yesterday, and we start shooting it tomorrow. So you have 2 days with the script to read it and go, oh my God, this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. And then you start shooting it, the next day. So it's we are kept in the dark, and I think that's for two reasons. One is the fewer people who know, the less chance there is for it to get out, and the other reason is that as far as our characters go, they wouldn't know that information. So I think it just makes our jobs a little easier.
Now, as far as consequences go, what is Don's exit going to mean for Sterling Cooper?
What's his exit going to be?
Yes.
I don't know. In the end, you mean?
Yeah, let's project.
I don't know. I mean, he smokes a lot. He could die, I guess. I'm not sure. I have no idea what's coming. I mean, I stopped trying to guess what was going to happen on the show a long time ago because every single time I've done it, I have been dead wrong, which is another credit to our writers. Even from within the process, it is impossible to predict.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the evening.
You too.
I wanted to ask you, your character has some pursuits outside of work that he likes to, he's interested in.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see more of that develop in the future?
Probably. I mean, Ken is a writer. It's something he's good at, but it's not something he talks about all the time. It's something that he does, as you said, outside of work. And Ken doesn't have a whole lot to prove. So, I mean, even if he could be published right now, we could pick up. He could have been published. I mean, he already was published, but I mean, he could have written a novel that was published and is a New York Times bestseller. And, I'm sure he would talk about it, not to gloat, but because that's what's going on. But But I mean, to answer your question, I can't really say whether or not, but I certainly could see that.
Now, if you could describe the upcoming season in one word, what would you choose?
Momentum.
Love it. Thank you very much.
Pop Sugar.
Yes. So you look very dapper tonight.
Thank you.
Do you take some style cues from the show?
Absolutely. It's pretty hard to be on a show like that and then show up to something like this and look like crap.
Not at all. Not
You're
at
letting
all.
the side down.
Well, what can we expect from this season?
That it's going to be better than the season before.
Ooh, if you could describe it in one word.
Say it was about identity.
I've gotten some really good answers to that question tonight. Yes. What's it like working with Matthew?
It all starts with the writing, If it's not on the page, it's not on the stage. And he's fantastic. Actually, it's been a long time since there's been a script that's been as well thought out, where you can dig down into why you are saying anything that you say, or why that you phrase something the way that you phrase it. And there's a reason why, because he's thought of the 10 different other ways that you could, and there's a reason why he's not chosen those and he's picked this one. And so if you dig down into it that way, and that was the way when you start studying acting, you study great writers, and they have similarly paid attention to it like that, and it will deliver results, to you in that way. So it's a pleasure.
So if you could describe this season in one word, what would it be?
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
Yeah. This season, season 4, very mysterious if you had to go with one word. Unbeknownst would be another word I'd go with. I don't know. A mystery.
Well, how much do you as the actors know about what's ahead, and how much does Matthew kind of keep a secret from you?
Literally, when you're a guest star, you have to go into the table read and check out the script like an hour before the table read and read it for the first time before you do it in front of all the writers and the network executives and everything. So you're absolutely clueless until the day you do the table read and start working on the episode. So
Mysterious.
Very secretive, very under wraps. But
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the premiere tonight. Thank
all right,
you.
pleasure.
It's the way life is, isn't it? I mean, you know, things change one year to another and people are let go. You know, when Matt was doing The Sopranos, if you had to get rid of an actor, you'd shoot him.
Right.
But we can't do that in this show. He has to find other reasons for people to leave or quit or whatever. So it's harder for him. He says, "Oh, I love The Sopranos." If we wanted to get rid of we just take a gun out and boom. And
Here you just have them switch companies.
Pardon?
Here you just have them switch companies.
That's right.
Thank
companies.
you. So when did you first know you wanted to be an actress?
All my life, even when I was really, really little, I always loved performing. Whenever I threw parties and I had an audience, I'd always get up there, dance, sing, write scenes. I always loved it, and then I tried it out.
What's the best part of going to work on Mad Men every day?
Being able to work for Matthew Weiner, my castmates are so amazing. They're such phenomenal actors, and just really acting in general was so fun.
Do you like the clothes from that era?
I love the clothes from that era. It's awesome. I love vintage clothing, and our costume designer, Janie Bryant, does such a great job.
Do you get to keep any of the clothes?
No, I wish though.
Now, what are January and John like as parents on the show?
On the show, well, of course, you have Betty, which Sally really does love her mom, but I don't think Betty is capable of helping Sally really cope through the separation. And her dad is, well, he's done, and he has a lot to deal with besides his family life, but overall I think Don is a good guy from back in the 60s.
But what are they like in real life? Lots of fun?
Oh, in real life they're awesome. They're really nice people.
Well, thank you so much. Have fun tonight.
You're welcome.